It is update 15, I believe, of the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden. We're still getting a lot of strawberries in here. Still haven't planted anything in here. So there's a cabbage growing in the end of this bed. So it's doing pretty well, actually. I've been harvesting bee balm and its leaves. We had a bunch of branches that fell down in the wind and rainstorm that we had over the weekend. And I just need to cut off this one more that is falling down. The kohlrabi that I slipped in is doing pretty good. It's bombing up. Goes over there. The chard has really taken off this week. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because we had a drop in temperatures and they like the cooler temperatures better. But I harvested it pretty intensively last Monday, and not only could you not even notice, but there's twice as much here now as there was. The celery is still doing really well. The cabbage is doing tremendously well. That one's a bit smaller, but when I pull this one, then that'll get more light. The Lillian's yellow tomatoes are, oh goodness, foot and a half over my head now. It's just becoming a regular jungle out here. I have seen a few small Lillian tomatoes. I think, actually, maybe not. I'm not sure. That almost looks like a Constelluto. But the alpacas on the end here are doing really well. There's all kinds of them. So I'm really pleased. So far I have harvested 13 pints of green beans off of here, off of these beans. Both the Maxi Bell and the Sure Crop. I've got a lot of peppers now in here. They're just doing really well. I believe these are the Golden Treasure, which are a sweet pepper. And then I know I've got some paprika and jalapeno in here too, I believe. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to pick beans again today too. I'm going to start pulling the kale out. Harvesting some for me over here. Kale chips. I've got lots and lots of green tomatoes. These are the Constelluto Genovese. And then these normal, more round-looking ones are the Abraham Lincoln red heirlooms. I don't know why these ones didn't get very tall. Everything's got tomatoes. It's got a lot of tomatoes. And then these are some more opaca on the end here. These are a paste tomato. And look how big that one is. It's like the length of my finger. So that's doing really, really well. I'm really looking forward to when they turn red. I pulled out some of the calendula. Whatever's infesting it was starting to move onto the tomato branches, and I don't want that. The marjoram is starting to grow again now that it's got some air to breathe. I've been thinning the carrots out. I still need to thin a lot more, but I've been getting carrots that are about the width of my finger and maybe 4 to 5 inches long. So they're doing quite well and they taste incredible. Sorrel is getting its flower heads and hopefully we'll start to see some seeds soon so that I can pull these giant stalks off. This sorrel is starting to flower. The only sorrel that has not bolted is the red vein sorrel. This lettuce I let bolt to get flower heads. Right now to get seed, but it's making it so messy in here. I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to pull it. I do have plenty of seed, and it's not the same variety as this, but it's one that I like better. This one I would really like to have the seeds of, though. Looks like I have some more time to get in here and harvest. Got some peppers here. This might be paprika, I'm not sure. My peppers really that I planted here, I really should dig up and move forward. Or maybe even put in the front yard. I think they would survive the transplant if I remembered to water them every day. Okay, the stevia that I cut off when it was 2 feet high is starting to produce new leaves. So I didn't kill it by cutting off the growing tip. I just wasn't sure. The cilantro that was almost dead when I took it out of the pots and planted it is really recovering nicely. Both of these parsleys are from a pot that I had to transplant them out of, and they're doing beautifully. And then this cilantro is one I bought because I wasn't sure those two were going to make it. The fennel's doing really well. The rosemary, it's still coming. It's still not dead yet. It's still got green leaves, so I'm hopeful it will recover too. I've been harvesting the yarrow and drying it for tea. You can use both the flowers and the leaves in yarrow tea. Okay, I've been letting these peas go to seed size so I can get some snow peas and some snap pea seeds for planting next year because I really liked the taste of these ones. This kale I am going to start pulling out as well, making kale chips and giving some away. I would like to open up that row there to plant some more carrots in. My onions are starting to really look like onions. They've got some lovely bulbs. Oh, there's another dandelion green. Take that in. Try it. I'll let that one get a little bit bigger. This squash is just really overwhelming this bed. All kinds of it coming up. The zucchini over here never really recovered. And now it's being overwhelmed by the picnic squash. Anyway, that should about do it for update 15.